Morning, I'm Lynn, and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms. Let's go inside and see what today has in store for us. I'm just about to bring the bottles to the lambs at the back. Cats are just being fed. Arnie's feeding the ewes, so of course that creates lamb races in this pen. If you were standing here, you'd be able to feel the rumble in the floor as they run. Did you have a lammy finally? Hi, you did have a lammy. It's lovely. Yeah, you should be proud. We just had a lamb. We gotta check this one out, see who it is, get it all recorded. So I just marked the new mom who had the baby. She had a really nice little ewe lamb here. And I was told to mention when Heather had a lamb. So this is Heather, and she had a bouncing baby girl. She doesn't look too bouncing right now because she's having a nap. But she had a girl. And I imagine if she looks like her mom, she's going to be a beautiful ewe. Okay, this is afternoon checks. I didn't get much film this morning. In fact, I got nothing filmed this morning. But you can see this lamb's looking really nice now. She's going to go out when we let these sheep over to the coverall. We were supposed to do that today, but it didn't happen because it was still a bit too cold. There's the ewe with the twins. They're refusing to take a bottle from me because they know that they can get milk off one side. But I still will have to get them on a bottle eventually because eventually she won't have enough milk on one side. And these are the twins. One of them is pretty relaxed under there. Looks pretty cute, actually. And here's the new one. Let's see how she's doing. How's your lammy doing? How's she doing? She looks lovely, Heather. I was hoping she'd stand up so we could get a better look at her. I might do the bottles and top up their water and get her up in a minute so we can have a look at the new lamb a bit better. And there she is. She's up. She's trying to find where to nurse. Hi, honey. How you doing? Let's see. Hi, Heather. Hi. How you doing? Heather kind of did things backwards from most sheep. As a first-timer, she had triplets, and now in her second year, she has had a single. So she's averaged twins, But normally they would have the single the first year and have to deal with triplets the second year, if they were going to have triplets. Want to try nurse, or have you had enough? So we're going to hope that Heather's lamb doesn't get sat on, because that seems to be an issue this year for some reason with these silly ewes. She did good last year, so we're going to hope the same this year. Can we look at her? And here she is. Heather's not liking it. You hear that little gurgling sound, kind of? That was it. That means she's a little stressed out because I got her lamb. But one of our loyal viewers really had an interest in Heather, so we wanted to be sure to show her Heather's daughter today. But here she is. Mommy's very possessive. You're very pretty. And her dad is Geronimo. So I expect that she'll grow up to be a really, really nice ewe. It's afternoon chores, and this is where lambs get trampled if they don't get out of the way, because the mums just push into the feeders like crazy on the other side. But most of the lambs are out there playing. So these narrow feeders are a little different. Can't walk down them. I mean, you could walk down them. They were designed to walk down, but Arnie never does walk down them. But this gate at the end here does open up so you can walk down. But he just tosses it over because it's narrow. And it looks like nothing's changed all day because this is how we started, and it looks like only 3 minutes has passed. But we were working on the kitchen today, so didn't get much done in the barn. You see, it looks like there's way more lambs in here than when we started out. And it's true there are, because I think everyone in here is a twin. So it looks like there's twice as much, whereas at the beginning of the season there were more singles. In here they have to be careful when they're being silly that they don't run into one of these beams. Because you know how when kids play, they sometimes don't pay attention. So as you can see, this is the other barn. And we know that little interloper doesn't belong there. What are you doing in here? Is this your pen? Is it? Is this your pen? Or are you just being silly? Hi. You're just roaming the barn. You guys, please. We're trying to have a talk here. Quiet! Quiet! Are you going to become one of those? Loud and noisy like that? No way. You're just a troublemaker, though. This isn't even your barn. That's all they wanted. Dinner time. Not served fast enough. Reminds me of when I'm making Arnie dinner. He does a lot of that screaming. Hey, you! Was that fun? I saw that. That looked pretty clever. That looked pretty clever. And there he goes. This is his pen. But they just run around everywhere here. Because there's a big manure pack on this side, so they can easily get into the feeder and out. So they've learned that. Most of our other barns don't have a big bedding pack like this. And plus, I think they're eating up the grain with the ewes up there. I'm actually gonna go get them some creep feed. This is evening chores. Not nighttime chores or morning chores, but evening. So right when I'm normally doing supper, I thought maybe if we came back here, we'd see some lamb races in this barn. And I see that the Suffolks have started up. This lamb here, that's Legolas, if you remember him. He couldn't stand for the first day. He can stand now. Technically, the white lamb should start the races now too. But all silent there for some reason. They started up. There they go. We got a white wave and a black wave. One little escapee back there in the feeder. This barn, not too many get into the feeders because the bedding pack is low enough that it's much more difficult to get in here. But you can really see how the lambs have grown now. As soon as they start eating food, then they start growing, like noticeably growing. Because right now they're double dipping. They're drinking off their mom and they're eating food, solid food. And once they start eating solid food quite heavily, the moms will start drying up. Got a little battle going on there. Hey, buddy! I don't know what that was about. Some kind of dispute. And that big one on the other side there, that's Lazarus. Here he comes. Hey buddy, how you doing? See, he went a little thin at first when he lost his mom, but he's getting back his condition now. He's actually one of the bigger lambs in here. He's probably going to be a keeper too. See how long he is compared to the others? He's a really long ram. Stop, there's one ram I want you to look at. It's not Lazarus, but this black one here. Have a look at his face, because that's a really nice body. Because you said the face is important, so I want to see what the face looks like.
Face is not right.
Oh, I'm thinking that's a good face. Want to grab him?
He has the starting of a bell on his ear, so
Yeah.
it's going to grow a lot more than that.
I'm thinking that's a nice ram. Oh, yes, you're looking pretty. Are you purebred or not? That's a nice face.
I'm thinking he's 60 pounds.
What's his tag number? I want to see if he's a grade or not, because we never know. If I had my reader here, I could tell you, but I don't. So this is where I look at the farm tag, and then I go 528.
Yeah.
Because he's built like a little tank. Well, that's a nice female right at the gate there. Right there. Yeah, he's a really... I think that's 23 on his back, right? Because this is Lazarus again. He's a really nice ram. He's one of the longest, and he's got a really nice ram head. Oh, that might be 24, actually. This is actually nice, too. Now you're starting to see the nice ones. You can see how a lot of them are starting to get their Suffolk colors now. See, look at her. Almost looks just like her mom. I'm not feeding bottles, you guys. It's a nice ram. Yeah, he's number 9, I think. And when I walk past this barn, I see a whole bunch of faces at the gate that shouldn't be there. So that means someone didn't close the gate in there and all the rams are loose. And they want to come outside for sure. I don't blame them. Oh, someone said they couldn't hear what I mentioned about this lamb when I was tagging him yesterday. And Arnie asked me if I like the lamb. Well, I like that she's an outcross, and she's actually really nice on most traits, and she's very young. She's just a newborn, so I can't judge 100% yet because she's going to change and develop. But at the moment, her back legs are a little sickly. And by sickly, because the mom actually tends to be a little sickly too, but she's not standing sickly now when you want to show it. But sickly, it's sickle leg, so it's like right now she's standing perfectly because she's leaning into the trough to eat. But if you watch how a sheep stands, see how at her, I guess it would be like her elbow there, how that leg comes straight down. You basically want that. But the lamb's leg especially, instead of it coming down at the knee, it kind of comes forward quite a bit. We'll see at that angle like that. It's more sickly. Now, sheep move and stand in different positions, so you really have to watch as they're walking to really make a judgment. But right now, her legs were a little sickled at the back. But she's extremely young, so she's got to develop her muscles and stuff, so that's not necessarily how she's going to remain. But it would be something I watch for. You think I'm picking on him about leaving the gate open, but you don't know the reaming out I get when I leave a gate open. So you always love it when the other party does it. Because it's one of the things when you're on a farm, it's always, did you shut the gate? Did you shut the gate? Did you shut the gate? Because inevitably, if the gate is even slightly ajar, they'll all go for it. And look here's the pen. Now a couple are running back there. A little loony's out there all by herself again. I swear she's brown so they stay away from her. And she's the cutest little thing. And even these little guys are going to the creep feeder now. Is that yummy? There, now she's going to join the others. Hi, guys. Look very nice. It's okay. It's okay. Hi, buddy. How you doing? Are you a handsome boy? Are you a handsome boy? He sees Katie, so he's on guard. Look at the stance on him. But he's nervous because she can see that he's peeing. Hi, and you're a pretty girl here. Pretty girl. Pretty girl and a pretty boy. Yes, you guys are nice. You're a very pretty girl. Hi. Hi there. Well, as you can see, the sky's starting to turn a little black back there, and it's not because it's getting late, even though it is. I think we got another snowstorm supposed to be coming through tonight, so thank you for watching. Hope you join us again tomorrow for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now.